Last week, we talked about what is pain. The 4 weeks class, it consists of 4 parts. The first part, we talked about what is pain. Today, we're going to talk about what is body. The third class, we're going to see how you can experience the state of no body. And then the last class, we're going to see how you can overcome pain, which is the no pain state. So today we're going to talk about body. We all know what our body is. We see our body every day in the mirror, and we use our body for doing so many things in our life. So we may think we have a good understanding of the body. What I'm going to talk about today is coming from a perspective to have a better understanding of the body with all its flaws, with all its imbalances. So that is where we're going to look at the body with fresh set of eyes. You may have a lot of knowledge about the body and you deal with the body on a daily basis. So this may add to that knowledge and add a little bit of more understanding of what this body is all about. Okay. So when we think of our body, in the animal kingdom, the only species which is aware of death is humankind. They have done some research on the animals, a few animals which are aware of death, like for example, crows and ravens and chimps and elephants. When one of its own member dies, it knows that something happened to that dead crow or chimp, and it hang around with that body for some time, and then they leave. Some of the elephants, they come back to the spot where that elephant died, maybe for a year or so, and then they leave it. But this awareness of death is fully understood by humans. All of us know as human being, at some point, we're going to die. This awareness is with us all the time. Once you reach to a certain age, we come and face death. We come to know about death, and then not only that, you're going to be aware of your death. You know very well, deep in your heart, that at some point, at some day in the future, we are all going to die. So why I am saying this when we talk about the body? This is important to understand the impermanence of the body. We tend to forget this often, and that brings a lot more suffering than with the awareness that this is all going to change at any moment. This should not stop you to act in your life, but rather it should give you a perspective that you can deal with life with much more joy once you know and understand the impermanence of the body. Right? So that's why I want to talk about this first. And let's take a look at our body one more time from the external perspective. We all know that our body, which is packaged in a nice way, looks good, and we take pride and we take a lot of time to make sure we look good. We wear the best clothes. We feed them with good food. So we do all that to keep our body intact and nice. So when you look at this body a little bit more closely, your body changes. The body doesn't stay the same all the time. The time when you were born and the time you are today, the body has been going through a lot of changes. We all started with a single cell, and when that single cell combined with another cell and it multiplied and then created what we call as a baby, and then it keeps growing, and this is what happens to us right now. So right now, we are in a shape which we can recognize. But if you go back and see your own image a few years before, you might look different. When you go back to the time when you were a baby, you might look entirely different. And this keeps changing.